everybody, welcome back to the Green Room with Jade Million. Today I am here with one of Nashville's most poppin' DJs, in my opinion, Zay. Everybody welcome Zay to the Green Room.
What's up, y'all?
So, like I said, Zay is a DJ here. Tell us, a little bit about yourself, what you do.
Cool. So, yeah, I've been DJing for 5 years now.
Okay.
I started during COVID.
Okay.
Very low key. Obviously was not doing any shows at that time. But I had been producing music for longer. I fell in love with house music, electronic music, probably when I was 13, 14.
Okay.
And yeah, started trying to produce, downloaded a cracked version of Ableton, was in the back of my chorus class on my laptop, with one AirPod in, trying to, learn my way around the software and stuff. Did not make anything worth seeing the light of day. But COVID was interesting because I was producing all the time and I was very locked in on I love making this music for the almost the sound design and getting really into the technical side of it. Mm-hmm. But I had been a performer too. I did choir and
You could sing?
I did theater.
It's okay, Zay, me too. Some of my most embarrassing memories are from theater.
Oh, you're a theater kid too?
Oh yeah.
Okay,
and I was always cast as the villain.
No way.
Yes, because I have a deep, raspy voice, so they would cast me
You
as
kind
the
of have the
villain.
look, I can't lie.
Thanks. Thank you. Yeah, so I was always the villain. I feel you. I mean, I wore the most ridiculous costumes. My internet footprint will haunt me from that. Yeah.
Okay, you and me both.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's so interesting.
Yeah.
So you can sing?
Yes.
That's so cool.
Allegedly.
Okay, I have so many questions on that, but keep going.
Yes. So I had been a performer, loved performing. I was way more invested in what I was doing after school than what I was doing during school.
Yeah, I feel that.
And that's how I met most of my best friends too. So it was a weird moment in COVID when one of my closest friends came over my house with a little DDJ 400, one of the entry level starter, basically a toy.
Right.
And he was like, Zay, I know you've been producing house music. I've been getting super into this stuff. We should learn together. Mm-hmm. And it was this mind blowing moment where I was like, what the hell? Of course I should try to DJ. I love this music. I love performing. And obviously at that time I was 19, stuck in my bedroom during a global pandemic. The idea of learning something that I could then go share with people and use to connect with people and be back in the event space was really exciting for me.
Yeah.
So yeah, I started just learning the basics at that time. Once COVID ended, I transferred to Vandy, down here in Nashville, and just started playing fraternity parties, tailgates, just ratchet college shows.
Yeah, I love.
But it was honestly the perfect environment to kind of learn because there were no rules, expectations were very low, so it was kind of a sandbox to be okay, I'm playing Pop Smoke and now I'm playing a 64-bit Avicii remix and now I'm playing unreleased Playboi Carti.
Love.
And
okay, I would have liked these parties.
Yeah, I mean but it was, I think, a blessing in disguise because when I finally got an opportunity to DJ on Broadway for the first time, which was my first paid gig in Nashville, I was playing and all the bartenders were like, what the
Right.
Can I cuss?
Yeah,
Okay.
fuck yeah.
They're what the fuck? We need you here every weekend.
Yeah.
And, I probably played 3 or 4 hours, but I was definitely doing my thing. Yeah. And I think I discovered my thing by being in an environment where I could really just be me and I wasn't being told this is a commercial DJ set, these are the kinds of things you have to play, that kind of thing. And then alongside that, as I started DJing kind of for money and just at different spots around Nashville, house music remained my core driving inspiration and passion. And that was kind of the perfect time for me to be integrating with the Nashville scene as well, because since 2020, 2021, since things opened back up, the electronic scene has exploded here.
Yeah.
So I would be playing gigs for money on Broadway, playing, mostly for tourists. But then I'd get to go and like play a basement rave for like,
Right.
you know, proper house music out in
Yeah.
East, or like as things have grown, I'm playing, you know, bigger direct support slots for touring electronic acts. And that's where I kind of feel like I can like scratch the itch of like Isaiah or Zay, like the artist, as opposed to just Zay who enjoys DJing and making money, you know?
Right, yeah. I had a really similar start. I also did Broadway. That's how I first started performing in Nashville. And those gigs were so beneficial for me because, like you said, I was kind of shocked by the response that I got. I was definitely like not your traditional Broadway singer at all. Like I was not doing country music or anything that they were kind of used to seeing. And it would always blow my mind how many, oh, hey, buddy. Mud, you're being crazy
Surprise
today.
guest.
How many people were like so receptive of my style and kind of like the different vibe that I brought. And I almost feel like I would make more money because I was different and I would get booked more.
Yeah.
And I did not expect that at all in Nashville. I thought for sure it was going to be more difficult for me, but I feel like it actually benefited me and like helped me book stuff.
That's real.
Yeah, so I totally feel you on that. I know that the electronic scene and house scene is exploding here, and that's why I want to have you on today.
Hell yeah.
I feel like Nashville gets kind of a bad rap if you're not like a local. People think that it's just a certain type of music, and I'm very interested in hearing more about what you think the house scene is like here, and, you know, do you see this being like a long-term spot for you?
Wow. Asking the hard hitters right off the bat, Jade. Come on.
Oh, I have plenty, don't worry.
I think, I guess, for some context for like the second part of your question, I graduated from school a year and a half ago and moved right to New York because I was like, man, like, you know, Nashville's cool and like I have good connections here and like the scene's growing, but like, you know, it's never going to be what New York City has to offer, which in some ways was true because I was 23, didn't really have a real job, was able to just like go out all the time and like discover all these new venues and like all of these artists that I would see posting their tours when I was in a dorm room here in Nashville. I was like, fuck,
you need to be
like,
in New York.
I would kill to be in a scene where like these, because it's not just like the big touring acts, it's like that random like Estonian garage producer that you like have liked every song of his on SoundCloud and he has like, you know, 2,500 followers or something.
Right.
He like people like that are getting booked in New York too.
Yeah.
So the culture, I would say, was definitely like super rich and like gave me so much in terms of like I'm ironically a way better DJ now than I was before I went to New York, even though when I was in New York I wasn't really playing at all.
Really?
Like I was just going out and like taking in as much as I could.
Yeah.
And I think had I stayed longer, I would have made more of an intention to like find the places that I could then call a home on like the curation, like DJ side of things. But after about 8 months, I was like, I honestly started to miss Nashville. And it's interesting because I've been having a lot of conversations recently with people that have gone to like, whether it's Atlanta or Chicago or LA or New York, whatever. There's something definitely very special about Nashville as an ecosystem in supporting young creatives.
100%, yeah.
And like, I would like meet promoters in New York one time and, you know, get their number, get their Instagram, whatever. And I'd get a text like at 4 a.m. the next day, like, hey man, like, yeah, we'd love to have you on a show. Like, can you do like 50 tickets? And I'd be like, honestly, I was like, fuck it. Yes, I can. Matter of fact, like, yeah, I can. And I would like bust my ass to sell tickets, hitting up like, cause I have like a good network in New York and like grew up in Connecticut. So like some of my home friends moved there after school. And like a lot of my like best friends from Vanderbilt live up there as well. So I was selling a decent amount of tickets, but then I'd show up to the show and find out that the promoter had put like his nephew and like 3 other like local DJs on the support slot. And sometimes there wouldn't even be a headliner. It would just be like a bunch of like former frat stars playing house music for like, it was like a fraternity mixer.
Right. So you did all the work to bring
Yeah,
people
it was
there.
a Ponzi scheme. It
Oh
wasn't like a
my
real.
God.
Yeah, it was crazy. But that tended to be like the situation as I found out more and more. And it was kind of a situation where I was like, I've already gotten to a point in Nashville where I'm playing with like artists that I really look up to, and like I feel like I can really contribute to the scene, and like there are people there that respect me for what I can do. And now I'm here getting treated like a salesman, like a door-to-door, like rave salesman.
For sure, yeah.
And like the music, like, I don't know. I think I reached a point where I was like, if I want to learn about house music, now is the time. Go out as much as possible. Like, do the thing, be young, be in New York. And I feel like I did it. And I still miss it sometimes.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
But in terms of like my day-to-day, I'm an artist, I'm connecting with people, I'm like able to contribute to a scene. Nashville feels way more like healthy and balanced, and like in that way kind of fruitful for like my longer term goals.
Right. Yeah, I totally agree with you. I feel like people look down on the whole big fish, small pond mentality, but honestly, if you can conquer a market like Nashville, I feel like that can help you expand into those other bigger markets so much easier.
Yeah,
you know?
100%.
And just using like the hype from this city and the community, and then growing your socials here, like that's the route that I'm taking too.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people expect me to be not in Nashville, like in LA or New York, but every time I go to those cities, I really enjoy it for what it is. But Nashville just feels like home, and I really attribute that to the people here in the city, and like the people that I work with, the people that I know. Everyone is so supportive and really wants to build each other up still. I feel like it's such a, like, I don't know, it's just an uplifting, creative place
Very
to
much
be.
so. Yeah.
And I think it's so cool that, you know, so many artists like us who are not your standard Nashville people are still here and like pushing the culture forward, because I think that we're going to be the people who get it to that next level of Music City, where it's really known for so much more than just the country thing.
I totally agree. And I feel like for the people that choose to stay, it's almost like, sure, someone could say like, oh, like, you know, you're just, you know, I don't know, getting off on the attention of being a big fish in a small pond sort of thing. But I actually think there's something very real and very brave in not going to the biggest markets, because that means that you are trying to bring the culture before it's here, and in a way that's super thankless. Like,
absolutely.
Like you are trying to build something here before it's the thing, before it's like everyone's trying to get into certain clubs or everyone's talking about certain kinds of music. You're just doing it because you love it. And then, you know, hopefully one day it pays off, and you're kind of, you know, enjoying the fruits of that. But yeah, I think those other cities are like maybe better to go like once you've made it to a certain level.
For sure.
You really have records signed, and you know, that's something I'm hopefully working towards. But yeah, I don't think any of the DJs that I was watching when I was in New York like came up in New York, you know. But
yeah, it's tough out there. I love New York though. Like I said, I love to go visit, and I like to experience it for like a short amount of time, but this is like home base. And even just kind of like recalibrating here always feels good, because like you said, you can have a balance here where you can work on your music, but I don't know, there's also like so much other stuff to do here, and I think it's beautiful here. Like I love
Nashville is so beautiful, yo. It's crazy.
It really is. So you want to make your own music then?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have a lot of music out?
No.
No, you don't. Okay. I was like, no, I'm correct on that, right? Okay. Yeah. So what is your game plan with that?
I think I'm very much so in like the beginning of the Zay project, which kind of feels weird to say because I've been DJing for 4 years commercially. And what I mean by that is like I probably have 20 to 30 tracks on my laptop that I've made over the past few years.
Okay, cool.
So like I've been producing, but every time I would make something, I feel like I would like go out and like be like, oh wait, no, like I like this genre now, or like, what if I was like, yo, there have even been times where I'd be like at a bass show and I was like, yo, I need to be a dubstep DJ. How sick would that be?
Yeah.
Because bass music's here, like huge here too. But I feel like since the beginning, like since probably the first like proper house music experience that I had, maybe when I was like 18 somewhere in Brooklyn, that's always been like the heart of it for me.
Yeah.
And it's been interesting to see kind of with these bigger electronic DJs coming to Nashville. Yes, there are a lot like bigger DJs coming here, but it's really been like when I've gone to New York or to Miami or to Europe where I'm listening to music and I'm like, this is insane.
Yeah.
Like it like speaks to me on like a soul level almost.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's had to take, you know, a few years of going to shows like that where I kind of finally feel confident enough to be like, this is what the sound is. This is how I can make it my sound.
Right.
And like, this is the kind of music that's played in the kinds of clubs, in the kinds of cities, for the kinds of people that I want to connect with. And I'm still like realistically on the trajectory of my life and my artist project. Hopefully, you know, I'm still in the beginning stages of everything, and like it'll evolve again, as I'm sure that you've experienced multiple times over the course of your career. Like we're both kind of still figuring out in some ways. I think it feels good because I literally was making a track last night and I was like, yes.
Yeah.
Like, yes.
Right. Oh yeah. There's no better feeling than that.
Yeah.
I
haven't felt that in a long time.
Yeah, it's like a download. Like it really does feel like the idea comes from somewhere else, and then you know, it's so. I always say it's like a spiritual experience to create a song where you're like, wow, this is like my new favorite song. Like I just made my new favorite song. Yeah. Yeah, I've been really trying to focus on just making stuff that I really love and like I would want to listen to. And I think it's easy in our industry to get very swept up in, you know, what's working right now for people. And I'm sure you see, like, I feel like DJs are having a moment right now. Yeah. I mean, some of the biggest celebrities are DJs.
100%.
It's pretty exciting. Like, the acts that I look forward to the most on festival lineups are always the DJs. Sick. Is your, like, biggest goal ever to, like, headline Bonnaroo and, like, Coachella and stuff?
I think, I mean, how could I say no?
Right.
Like that would be, like, a dream come true for sure.
Yeah.
But something I'm kind of, I guess, navigating right now is, like, you use the word download. And I'm like, damn, the track I made yesterday would not be fit for, like, a lot of the bigger, like, festival stages, at least in, like, the American market. But it felt so much more aligned with, like, what excites me and what I'm loving right now. Right. So I think there's obviously, you know, you mentioned the pressure, too. It's like, you know, that little voice in my head that's like, you got to be producing. I had a DJ tell me once, I was like paying him for production lessons. He's like, have you heard of like the 10,000 hour rule? I was like, yeah, of course. He's like, okay, well, like I think I was like 22 at the time. He's like, you do the math. If you want to be, you know, a touring DJ by the time you're 30, you need to be doing 3.45 hours of production a day. Intense. I was like, yeah.
How's this guy doing? Is he like a big dude?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Like, not huge, but like,
he's doing good.
If you're somehow watching this, you know who you are. I love you. Respect. Yeah. Like, that intensity has clearly worked for, you know, certain people. Yeah. But it just didn't feel fun. Yeah. And what I was doing when I kind of harnessed my inner, like, Rick Rubin voice, which is like,
I was just going to bring him up. When
yeah. I'm like, I produced for way shorter, but I get way more done because what I'm doing, it like sings almost. For sure. As opposed to like mechanical, like, okay, like what is my workflow right now? Yeah. I need to, like, I don't know.
Yeah, I think everybody's different, you know? I feel like the creation process is whatever just feels the most aligned to you. And I think that's what he really touches on is like the most important thing when you're creating is just to have fun. And I feel like as a DJ, you know, you're like a professional at having fun. Would you say that you're like a professional partier? Like, what is your take on partying? Because in my mind, like, being a DJ is like a dream job to me.
Yeah.
Because I'm very social. I love to be out and I love music.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I would
Trifecta.
crush. But then I really think
Jade
about
Million's
it.
becoming a DJ, y'all. You heard it here first.
I would absolutely love to, but I feel like, I don't know. There's like a lot of people on that wave. So I don't know, maybe one day. But I feel like if I were to be out all the time, up late, like, do you party every time you're performing, or what does that look like?
I think that the image of a DJ, I mean, you look at someone like John Summit.
Yeah.
His, like, fantastic DJ, I feel like what got him so much momentum, you could argue he's, like, the biggest DJ in the world.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
5 years ago, he was working at, like, I think Ernst & Young in Chicago, like, producing in his parents' basement. That guy loves to party. Like, any of the videos you see of John Summit, he's like a golden retriever, like, having the time of his life. And people feed off of that energy.
On drugs.
Yes, probably.
Yeah.
At least, you know, some of the time.
Yeah.
But I think something that is also, like, emerging alongside of personalities like John Summit having that kind of starlight success is an equal amount of established DJs, whether it's on podcasts or in magazines or on their own social media, coming out and being like, this shit is really hard, y'all.
Yeah.
Like, you need to have, like, I saw an interview with Jamie Jones, who's like one of the biggest house music DJs in the world. He was like, this is the best job in the world. Like, you know, you're a young guy coming up, you party, you know, all the girls want to be in the DJ booth. Like, you're going to all these, like, cool cities. Like, it's a dream.
Yeah.
And, like, you're going to feel like total dog shit when you're going through TSA and your flight's delayed and you're hungover and you haven't seen your girlfriend or your dog or your bed in, like, you know, 12 weeks. So I think, you know, I haven't toured, and I think that's really where you get tested in terms of, like, what's the balance. Because when I'm playing here, like, I can party and, like, it's pretty low consequence.
Yeah.
But I've tried to be honest with myself about, like, what am I doing that feels celebratory versus what might I be doing that is more, like, indulgent.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to live an indulgent life or have an indulgent career. I want to celebrate my wins for sure. And, like, you know, I played with a DJ that I've looked up to for, like, years on Skydeck just down the road here a couple weeks ago, Max Styler.
Okay.
And that was a dream come true. And the way I kind of go about my craft right now is, like, I'm not going to be the DJ that shows up blacked out to the set. Like, that's a really bad vibe. Like, I respect the promoter and the fans and, like, the artist too much to be doing that kind of partying.
Yeah.
But, like, I had some of my best friends in town, and obviously afterward we, like, went and had a good time.
Yeah. So, like, when you're performing, though, you really don't drink? Or will you have, like, a drink?
Yeah. I'm never, like, drunk.
Right.
Yeah.
But you're never dead sober?
I would say at, like, the gigs I just play around town, I'm always sober.
Yeah.
And, like, bartenders, like, you know, it'll be a Friday or Saturday. They'll, you know, want to take care of me, give me, like, a shot or something. Sometimes I'll take that. But honestly, like, and I'm sure a lot of DJs around town would say this, like, if you were drinking every time you DJ'd, you'd actually be an alcoholic.
No, that was, like, what I was getting at. I'm like, that's why I feel like it would be so difficult, because
100%.
You can't sustain that. Like, there's no way.
No way.
Yeah. I feel like even creatively, like, it's being hungover, like, takes a toll on you.
Yeah.
In your creative process.
Yeah, 100%.
So I couldn't imagine that. So you've really had to then figure out the balance, which is really hard, I think, to do.
I agree.
Especially in Nashville, it can get pretty crazy. So what does, like, a day in your life look like as a DJ?
Wow. That's a good
Like,
question.
wake up, what are you doing?
Like,
what time are you waking up first?
Noon.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
I've tried
honestly,
to...
like, earlier than I thought you were gonna say.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's good.
It's decent. I'm trying to get better. My
For
issue
a
is,
DJ
like... Yeah, not
who plays
terrible.
late?
Yeah.
Like, you still need sleep.
100%. Usually wake up around, like, 11 or 12. I try to... It's kind of nice because, like, I work, obviously, Thursday to Sunday, basically.
Okay.
And that is always, like, a blitz. Like, especially during the summer when it's, like, peak season busy. Like, I will not really have a moment to take a breath until the whole weekend is over.
Yeah.
Like I'm like running to a gig and then running home because I forgot this chord, and then I have like a 30-minute break, but there's traffic, so I'm late to the next show, and like I have to play an extra 30 minutes. And some days, like, I don't think a lot of people appreciate like the hustle when it comes to DJing, especially in Nashville. Like, I could name 5 DJs off the top of my head who I know on a weekly basis. Their Saturday is like 9 to 13 hours of straight DJing.
Oh my
That's
God.
crazy, because you're not like, it's not like you can like turn off.
Yeah, no.
Every like 90 seconds you need to make a new decision.
Yep.
And if that's a bad decision, everybody knows.
Yeah, that's so real.
So
wow.
you need to like really, really be locked in. But yeah, back to your question. With all of that, I try to take my Monday to Thursday morning.
Yeah.
Like, it's sacred to me.
Yeah.
So I'll like try to spend a lot of time in nature. I love hiking.
Me too. Do you do Radnor a lot?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Sick.
Yeah.
I live with like 2 other like, or 3 other DJ kind of like photographer creative types.
Nice.
So we'll spend a lot of time together.
Yeah.
Because we mostly all work on the weekend, which is super nice. I could definitely see it being kind of like isolating if you were like the only one of your interior group that was like working on a kind of nocturnal schedule.
Yeah.
But we're all kind of in it together, which is super nice. So we'll like cook meals together. We'll have like movie nights and like do wholesome stuff like that.
I love that.
Yeah. Been big on running recently. I'm gonna
Yeah.
run the Nashville half, which I'm excited about.
Really? When is it?
It's in April.
How many miles is that?
13.1.
I hear things like this and I'm like, I could do that. Like, I want to try to do that.
Hell yeah. Let's go. Let's get it.
But like, I'll try, you know, that would be fun.
I think you could.
I feel like I could. I love to do like really insane, challenging things like that just to see if I like mentally can. I think it's like the mental thing for me.
100%.
Like, how much can like I work on my mindset and like be able to do this, you know? I think that's like so fun. So maybe I should try that out.
Say less.
Stay tuned.
Let me know.
I'm like running past you like
I'm dead.
That's funny. Okay, cool. So I love that. All right, let's get into like some things that people really want to know.
Okay. Wow.
Girls, you're a DJ. You got the girls lined up the DJ booth. How is dating as a DJ?
Wow. Honestly, great question. I think people might not expect this, but I think it's more difficult when you're a DJ.
I would expect that.
Really?
Of course.
Okay. Well, from the
On
perspective
your
that like
end.
yes.
Yeah.
And for a girl, because
Really?
like I think there's like a taboo around DJs of like we're players or like because we're out so much, like
people do say that, yes.
You're just gonna be like flirting and like I don't think the like ideal boyfriend archetype is a DJ.
Yeah.
But I try to be. So like I
try to be.
Yeah, I had like a like very healthy relationship.
Yeah.
From like June to about a month ago.
Okay.
And I ended it very amicable.
Yeah.
And was not related to me being a DJ.
Yeah.
Just was not like someone I connected with.
Right. You just
long
didn't see
term.
long term. Yeah.
But I think the other part of it is like if you are DJing, at least in Nashville, you're always around girls that are only here for the weekend.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
So like, and this is like some DJ like dark arts, like something you would only know if you were a DJ. When you're DJing, if you see a cute girl in the club, it's not like you can leave the DJ booth and go say what's up.
True.
And you're not going to like get on the mic and be like,
you.
Yo, you with the brown hair, like come talk to me.
Yeah. That's funny.
So I think like, obviously there's like benefits and like kind of an allure that comes to being the DJ.
Yeah.
But practically, I think it presents some like kind of challenges.
Dude, I feel you. I feel like it's the same thing with me. I always say like people see me as an artist, like guys, and they're like, ooh, like shiny, like that looks fun, It's like glamorous, like that is cool, like there's talent involved. But I think when it really boils down to it, it really takes a certain type of person, because we need to be allowed to do us. Like that's the biggest thing, and it's like
it's a lot of trust.
It's a lot of trust, and it's a lot of working through your own maybe jealousy issues that you might have like on your own, because if you bring that on somebody who's trying to do something like we are, a performer, like our job is literally, you know, being under a spotlight, getting attention.
Yeah.
Then we're immediately going to be like, oh no, this isn't going to work for me, because we're always going to put this, you know, first, in a way of just being like, we need somebody who understands what we're doing and that, you know, can just handle like I guess the attention that comes with it and how much time I think we have to like put into our craft.
Yeah. I think I totally agree. And I think the ideal situation is like, because there's that much trust and understanding and like kind of strength between two people, if one of them is a performer like us, like the ideal situation is it is there, and then your relationship benefits because of it.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
I think what often happens is that insecurity or that kind of friction, especially if it's not talked about early enough, kind of builds on itself.
So true.
And then, you know, you as a performer might start resenting them because they want you to kind of step back from what you love doing, and then it's a tricky situation. Yeah.
So you were in a relationship from June to very recently.
I was.
Wow. Okay. So are you like, you're focused on your music and you're like, that's my main goal right now. It's your priority.
I'm on my winter arc.
Yeah. I literally just posted that the other day. I'm in the same boat. I feel like that's also where I'm at right now. Like very similar situation. And I feel like when you get out of a relationship, you're just like, okay, I'm just like ready to like go all in. And like you have a newfound fire and like light, because you're like, all that time like I could been putting into me. Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
It's exciting.
Yeah. We're both on our winter arc. I love that.
Let's go.
Marathon.
Exactly. 6 a.m. tomorrow. We're training.
All right, let's start training. Well, you must be training for it.
Yeah.
Okay. How like long have you ran so far? Like what's the furthest?
I think honestly not that far, like 3 miles.
Dude, running's hard. Like, I don't want to sound like
I'm in shambles
so
right now.
Old.
You can't tell, but I ran before I came here. So,
yeah. It feels good though. I like that feeling after you're done running in your chest, where you're like, you really feel like you just did something.
Yes.
Yeah.
I feel very like accomplished.
Yeah. Okay, we tackled girls. What about the Nashville scene? I feel like it gets so much shit talked on it. I was just over at Grouped, which they were very interested in you. It's this artist collective that I work with.
Sick.
And they were like, who do you have on tonight? And I told them you, and they were like, oh, that's so cool. Like, you should bring him over here. But he was saying that there's like this whole Reddit thread happening right now of like people just bashing the Nashville like house scene and electronic scene. So I was like, perfect. I can have you on to kind of combat that. Like, what do you think about the scene here? Where's the good spots to go?
Do you know what they were saying?
They were saying that there's nothing and like it's trash, and all of the club owners just like do cocaine and like they're a mess, which I mean, like
no comment.
Yeah, I when I first came here and I kind of got involved in the music industry, I was actually like heavily involved in the house scene that was just starting years ago, because I worked with All True Creative.
Okay, yeah.
And like Deep Tropics people in Full
John
Circle. So John like managed me at one point.
No way.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So like Austin, like know him, know his parents.
Dude, his
parents
I worked
are
for
so
both
cool.
of them like a couple years ago.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And then obviously I've known Nesh forever.
Yes.
And, you know, he's an awesome DJ, and yeah, just like a bunch of people here. So there used to be this spot where they would do shows in Germantown. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes. I don't know the name.
I know, because it closed down. I feel like there was like too much.
It was cool though.
Yeah, that's where it first. Oh my God, I wish I could remember it. That's where it first started, like this whole house thing. And now I feel like it's blossoming. And I feel like you would know. Where do people go?
I guess the main spots would be Night We Met for sure.
I haven't been there yet.
What?
I know.
You gotta come see me play.
Okay, I will. Wait, when? When do you play? You're always booked. So I'm like.
I think the next time I'll be there will probably be in January.
January? Okay, cool. Yeah, I want to go.
Sick. Night We Met is great. I think the other biggest like cornerstone electronic like spaces, The Office in East.
Okay.
Love the team over there as well. They have done like a crazy like they just knocked like a bunch of shit down and made it like 3 times the size of what it used to be.
Really?
Yeah. So it's like a proper.
I've never been there.
It's big now.
Okay.
Which, like, the first time you walk in, you're like, what? Like,
Yeah.
this, like, feels like I'm in, like, Manchester or something. The Office. Those are kind of the two, like, main electronic clubs where, like, if you were, like, at the pregame on a Friday and you were like, fuck, like, I don't have plans, but, like, I want to listen to house music, you could rely on either of those two places to just show up, and they would have some kind of electronic music, like, event going on.
Are they packed on the weekends? Do a lot of people go?
Yeah. I'd say depends kind of on the show. But, like, I have not been to the Office a bunch recently because they more so do, like, bass events, and I like house music.
Yeah.
But Night We Met has been slammed. Like, even for artists where I'm, like, not necessarily expecting it, they have been, like, I cannot commend Austin and Brendan and, you know, the whole team enough for what they've done there, because I think they just hit their year anniversary.
Okay, wow.
And they're absolutely crushing it.
Yeah.
So
Austin is like a businessman.
he is.
You know what's crazy about Austin? I'll never forget. You know, he's pretty like hardcore. I feel like he's pretty he's a pretty intense guy. But he when I worked over at All True Creative, I almost signed a really bad record deal, and I was working with them, but this woman from Atlantic was like kind of in the web, like she was like trying to like get me away from them and sign me with a horrible deal. It was like 360 deal. It was so bad. 5 albums. She was super sketch.
Yeah.
And Austin was the one who said to me, he was like, you're either gonna like bet on yourself or you're gonna sign this deal and, you know, hope that she does something with your career.
Yeah.
And him saying like, are you gonna bet on yourself? I was like,
next question.
Fuck yeah, I'm gonna bet on myself. Fuck this girl. So I didn't sign it, and I never forgot. Like, he was just so straight up with me. So yeah, I want to go over there and say what's up.
Hell yeah. Yeah, he's a good guy.
So you're really performing like every weekend.
Yeah.
What if you have a night off, like on a Saturday? Like, what are you going to, like, Night We Met? Is that what you're doing?
Honestly, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I love to, like, I had someone recently describe it as club karma. Like, if you're playing or, like, asking for opportunities, you need to kind of pay it forward. Like, go support your friends. Because also, like, on the DJ side, like, when I see people, whether I've, like, hit them up or not, if they come out and support, like, I see that.
Yep.
And then I'm like, okay, like, I'm not just going to follow you on socials. Like, when are you playing next? Like, what are you working on right now? Like, let me support you. And that's what makes a scene. That's, like, the, like, lifeblood of a community.
I know. I feel the same way. It always kind of shocks me how some people don't really prioritize that. And I'm like, this entire thing is built off of relationships, you know, and networking and stuff that you did my show at the Blue Room.
Yep. Hell yeah.
That was fun. What did you think of that?
I loved it.
Yeah.
Actually, earlier today, I was like cleaning up my like little office area, and I realized I had saved the check that I got from that night, and it said like, you know, Jade Million at the Blue Room support slot. So yeah, that like was a very meaningful show for me. Not just because I was very, very inspired by how you and Kaya like put your whole tour together.
Yeah, thank you.
And was honestly honored to be like asked to be a part of the hometown show. I know that was like a huge night for you guys.
Yeah.
And that venue is also just iconic.
So iconic. They were amazing there too. They treated us so well.
Yeah, it was like the whole experience was amazing, top to bottom.
And you did.
Yes.
You did Sprung, which is where we first met. So I met you because Nesh recommended you.
Shout out Nesh.
To me. Yeah. And then we met at my first event that I did, which was Sprung.
Sick. That was your first event?
That was insane.
I don't even think I played.
Dude, that was so messy. Like, but honestly, I'm proud of myself because I really was like trying to throw events, and I learned that it's a job and a half. Like, throwing an event is pretty hard, especially when
I had a great time. I was vibing.
That's good. No, it was,
I like met a lot of people that night too.
It was good, but remember like the light, like there was no light like on the stage, like the sound kept like going out. I was like, I can do nothing at this point besides get drunk, but it was fun.
It'd be like that sometimes.
Yeah. So that's where I first met you, and like you were so nice, and I feel like, you know, you have like a very warm, like kind presence, and sometimes DJs can be a little like a little standoffish, just like a little bit.
Sunglasses on, not even looking at you.
Yeah. What is your favorite venue that you performed in Nashville?
Well, I think my answer would be the lounge at Night We Met. not the main
Okay.
room, but the
Okay.
lounge.
Cool.
Because, well, or the Pinnacle, because that was just like a dream.
Oh my God, that's crazy that you did the Pinnacle.
Yeah, that was a blast.
How many people?
I think they did like I was the first opener, so there were probably like 200 people there. But I think they did like 1,500 tickets that night.
Wow.
Yeah.
So for somebody in Nashville who, you know, wants to DJ, do you like, what would you recommend to them as far as getting booked?
Yeah. I think obviously you need to like figure out the like, okay, I have a library of music. I know what I want to play, what I'm good at. I have a USB, whatever. Once you have that sorted, like I'd kind of go back to the idea of Club Karma, like just go out and meet people.
Yeah.
Like talk to the DJs that are playing at the bars that you like to go to. Develop those relationships. Like people, especially in Nashville, love to put on people that they like.
Yes.
Like it feels good. So if you're like a college kid or like, you know, young and you want to get into DJing, like I'm seeing new names pop up on a weekly basis.
Yeah.
Especially on the electronic side of things in Nashville.
Yeah.
So there's a ton of opportunity. I would say that the promoters, even the biggest promoters here, like
Who are the biggest promoters? Is it Full Circle?
Full Circle would be one.
Yeah.
Blank Canvas is huge.
Okay.
And then like Full Circle also does stuff with AEG and like Live Nation sometimes at the Pinnacle or at the Caverns. Have you been to the Caverns?
No.
Oh my God, Jade.
Dude, take me on like a DJ
We're running,
tour.
we're jogging to the Caverns. That's what we're doing.
Okay, wait, where are the Caverns? Is it like...
It's deep. It's like probably like an hour drive.
And they have like house shows there?
It's so sick.
I need to go.
That would
Have you
be,
performed it?
I was booked to perform there.
Okay.
And then they canceled. I actually have a video of me like bawling my eyes out.
Really?
Of tears of happiness. It was like, it's actually not something I've told anybody before. I guess it's
Perfect. This is a hot mic confessional segment. Actually, I was going to ask you to
less.
share something that
Say less.
nobody
Rapid
knows.
fire. I was booked to play on, so John Summit's label is called Experts Only, and he did 2 like label showcases at the Caverns, one in 2024, one in 2023. I was booked on the 2023 iteration, so the first one.
Okay.
And like this stuff happens in the music industry, so like I don't have anyone to be like mad at. Like I didn't get screwed over. But after I got the initial offer, I just like wasn't hearing back from the promoter.
Yeah.
And then I kept kind of following up, and he was like, "Yeah, man, sorry, but like Summit's team decided to like cut some of the local acts because I think maybe at that point the tickets weren't doing as well as they were hoping."
Yeah.
Ended up being sick. I still went as you know, as
good.
yeah.
That's good. Yeah.
But yeah, that was probably like the craziest tumultuous emotions.
And they happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel that. I've had stuff like that happen to me too. And honestly, you just have to like keep going and just understand that it's part of it, you know?
100%.
I feel like those little tests happen within our career to see like, can you handle this? How bad do you want it? Are you gonna keep going?
Yep.
You'll play there. No doubt.
Yeah.
Is it mainly like electronic stuff?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sometimes they have cool like they just had Hermanos Gutierrez.
Okay.
Which is kind of like a Khruangbin, like folky psychedelic guitar.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So like those shows are super cool too. But I feel like you got to go for like the rave experience, like the lasers, like the cave. It's insane.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah. Even if you don't like love electronic music, it's just like one of the craziest. Like, I'm sure you know Red Rocks.
Yeah, that's
like,
my
obviously,
dream.
okay, yeah.
Yeah, that's my dream.
Yeah, I can see you there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. Yeah. No, it's so funny. I went to Miami Music Week this past year.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Well, so I was actually there with TikTok. They did like a big TikTok event there for us, for all the live streamers.
Yeah.
Because I work directly with TikTok as a streamer. So we get like so many cool opportunities. The DJs do very well on there, by the way.
Okay.
But yeah, we went to Miami Music Week and I ended up going to, you know, one of the, I guess you could call it like after parties or shows or something. It was at this huge venue, like multiple
Factory
stages.
Town, probably?
Yes.
Yeah.
I went to Factory Town with people I met, and I had like the night of my life. Like I danced the whole time.
Yeah.
And you know what I think? It's so interesting with house music because I feel like people will be like, I don't really like it. But it's like once you get in a certain like groove of it, it's like addicting. Like I don't know how else to describe it.
Yes, 100%.
But I was like, I did not want this night to end. Like I wanted to keep dancing. I wasn't even on drugs. Like I was, you know, and I was having so much fun. And it surprised me because normally like I wouldn't have chosen to like do that or go there, but ever since then I'm like obsessed. Like I love it.
That's an amazing venue. I'll actually be there in like 2 or 3 weeks.
Really?
For Art Basel, not playing. But,
I might go to Art Basel.
But it's sick, and I know exactly the feeling you're talking about, and I honestly love that you said you like weren't even on any kind of substances, because I think that like that's a huge like important message for me personally, where like my friends and I will be degenerates sometimes, but like we'll also be the kids that are at Club Space, which is like the mecca for house music in the US, dead sober for like we've done like 12, 14, 16-hour shifts at Space, completely sober, just because we'll turn to each other and we'll be like elated, like absolutely like having the time of our lives purely because of the music. And I think something else you mentioned of like, you know, someone says like, oh, like I don't like house music, or like that's not my thing. I feel like experiencing it live is so important. Because like the songs are mastered to be played on a certain kind of sound system. And when you're playing it in your AirPods or like even on like a JBL or something, it's not going to hit the same. But when you go and like it's called electronic dance music for a reason. You're supposed to dance.
And it's like a frequency thing. I feel like everybody in the crowd is like one. It's so powerful. So energetic. It's crazy. I know, I felt it, and I was like, oh, I actually really understand this now. Now I like look forward to that, and you know, I love music festivals. So.
Oh my God, they're the best.
What's your favorite festival you've been to? Have you done Electric Forest?
I have not. I want to go.
Me either. I haven't done it yet.
I really want to go. It seems sick. It seems kind of like fun and like crunchy like Bonnaroo, but they put a lot more into the electronic. Like I think it's a full electronic festival. So I think that would be sick. Honestly, my answer might be Bonnaroo. Yeah,
me too.
I think the energy. This was my first year. This past year.
Really,
and obviously, really. I mean, maybe for the best. Got canceled.
Wait, yeah. It got canceled this year. Was it this past year?
I think like 3 of the last 5 years, but including this past year. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
But ended up being like kind of a blessing in disguise, because not all, but a lot of the biggest artists from the weekend ended up coming to Nashville. So it was like this like electronic music Olympics at venues around town, which we like never get. So that was definitely a trip. We saw Justice at the Pinnacle. It was like the best show I've ever seen in my entire life.
Yeah, that's incredible. Bonnaroo is such an amazing experience. Like it's so fun. So you go out to shows and like you dance, like you like to dance.
Oh my God, I love to dance.
I love that.
I love to dance.
I feel like it's so like it's just a lost like art. Like nobody dances, and I'm like, it makes me so sad, because those are always the funnest nights when people are actually dancing, and it is hard to find. That's why I'm like, I really might start dipping my toe into like going to these house venues, because even downtown, like people aren't, I don't know, they're not really dancing. Also, I don't want to talk shit on the DJs, but not Nash. he's really good, but like some of the DJs, I'm like, it'll be good for a second, and then like.
Yeah, Broadway can be a little hit or miss for sure.
Yeah. Do you like performing Broadway, or are you kind of like over it? Yeah.
Definitely not.
Same.
I think like there's definitely different like kind of lanes that you have for DJs. And the DJs that play Broadway are very talented. They're making amazing money. Like they are in many ways at the apex of like what it looks like to be that kind of DJ. But like I don't want to play music for drunk tourists every weekend. I want to play music for people that understand some kind of culture. And it doesn't even need to be house. Like I threw an event last week and played a full like rap and R&B set.
I love hip hop music, so I would have loved that. Where was that?
I was at this spot called Rice Vice.
Okay.
This like little sake spot in East Nashville.
Cool.
I did it with my roommate and collaborator. Shout out Reed Beats. We will be doing another iteration.
Cool.
Yeah, probably next month. So.
Yeah. Do you like playing hip hop music?
I do. Yeah. I think there's definitely like a different side of my bag than like house music. But like I see myself, even if I'm like making it in the house music world, I definitely see myself like hanging on to that in some way.
Yeah.
Probably
like
not.
Little
yeah, just for like my friends and stuff even.
Yeah,
I think that
of
would be cool.
Yeah, I love that kind of stuff.
And I think like even you're seeing a lot of DJs now that are like at the apex of house music kind of integrating hip hop, whether it's like, you know, Clooney. Really? I gotta put you on. Clooney, he was actually supposed to play here last summer, but he does a lot of like, he'll remix like an ASAP for track or
my
like.
God. See, that's what I love.
Yeah.
Like I love hip hop mixed with electronic.
You would love Clooney for sure.
Okay.
He does a lot of like Latin house too, so it's like super groovy, but he'll keep you hooked because he'll throw in like on an underground or like, you know, high energy rap vocal over like 4 to the floor percussion. It's like electric.
So, okay, I'm going to like ask you about some of my favorite electronic artists and you're going to be like, no. Okay, but one of my all-time favorite artists ever, maybe number one, is Flume.
Okay.
What do you think about Flume?
Legend.
Amazing producer. His synths are the best. Like I pull so much inspiration from his production in my stuff. I love him.
Sick.
You like him?
I do.
Okay. There used to be this group that I loved so much. None of these are like house, but I feel like you could still appreciate them.
Yeah.
Snake Hips. Is that the right? Do you remember Snake Hips?
Yes. They played in Nashville, actually.
I used to love Snake Hips.
Hell yeah.
Oh, what do you think about Skrillex?
Legend.
Okay. Yeah. I love his new album.
Yes.
I listened to it nonstop. That's a great gym album.
Yeah.
That's where I really love to consume electronic music live, of course. I love seeing it live, but then in the gym, I feel like it's underrated, like workout music.
Yes, I would agree.
It.
He's also headlining Bonnaroo this coming year on Thursday, which will be electric.
Wait a minute, I didn't even see that they dropped the lineup for Bonnaroo?
No, they just teased his like headline.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I have to go to Bonnaroo this year. I can't miss it again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you want to play Bonnaroo one day? Is that like
that is my ultimate dream? Ultimate dream. So I saw Dua Lipa perform Bonnaroo.
My queen.
Yeah, no, for real. And I saw her perform Bonnaroo on a side stage.
Wow.
On like Thursday.
Yeah.
And obviously like hot as fuck. I was like, who is this girl? She's literally up there like short, you know, little bob brunette, like white tank top, no broad jeans, and she's like singing Be the One, and I was like, I am so obsessed with her. Within the next year, she blew up. And
so you saw her like before?
Yes.
Was this like 2017?
Yeah, it was like a long time ago. It was my first Bonnaroo.
Wow.
So yeah, also another experience, a crazy story that I have from Bonnaroo is so Bonnaroo was like the first time I ever tried Molly, and
it's a good place for it.
It was like the perfect place. I'd never ever done any drugs. I was like so afraid of drugs like for so long, and then I moved to Nashville and like, you know, hung around with the right people, and they were like, here's Molly. And I was like, I'm so scared. And they're like, trust me, no. So I'm in the crowd at Tovlo. Do you know who that is?
Yeah.
Tovlo, okay.
Yeah.
And my friend like gives me some, and I like took it, and immediately like it hits me as she's coming on. We somehow like sneak into the VIP. Because all you got to do to get into VIP is act like you belong in VIP. Like 90% of the time, I feel like you can get into VIP if you just act like you belong there. So that's what we did. And the Molly hit me right as she came on, and she like flashed the crowd like right before her performance, and then started. It was the best. Like, do you know why I love Bonnaroo? Like, it was amazing.
Yeah.
It was insane, and I was just like, I had the most fun of my life, and it was so special because I think festivals are like so cool because you get to know so many artists that you never would have even found, you know, because your friends just want to go see a bunch of different people. So.
I think that's more rare these days than it probably was like 20, 30, 40 years ago. Like, when was the last time like you and your friends bought a ticket to someone you didn't know, right?
Right, yeah.
I think for a lot of people, they don't really do as much of that these days.
Yeah.
And I think Bonnaroo also does a fantastic job of like curating acts that are obviously going to like hook people and get people excited. But like, you know, this past year I loved just walking around and like discovering new people in genres that I was not really familiar with either, and just kind of vibing out.
Yeah. I found a lot of people through that. Okay, can you give us your craziest story as a DJ? Like something that you will never forget. Maybe something that scarred you, or maybe even like the funnest, craziest night of your life.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of like, are we talking about like there's a DJ board and I'm mixing, or like a proper show?
I mean, it could be anything. Maybe at a show.
Okay.
Yeah, like at a show. Maybe
Okay.
something that happened at a show or after a show. Or like, has anyone ever done anything crazy to you while you've been performing? Like any girls like try to take over what you're doing? I could see that happening a lot.
That happens all the time.
Like, let me do it.
That
And you're like,
happens all
I'm
the
literally
time.
doing my job. Like, that's, yeah.
Like, oh yeah, let me just let you
Yeah.
DJ. Yo, there you go. Yeah, okay, I'll be outside.
Girls' pickup lines for you is probably like, I want to learn to DJ. Like, can
Every
you?
time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're like, I've heard this
Every
before.
time.
That's like for me, guys will be like, hey, like if you ever want to like write sometime. Or, like,
I'm dead.
I'm like, it's a Nashville pickup line. I just
That's
said that to
hilarious.
somebody. Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, craziest story. I feel like honestly most of the shows that I've played have been relatively tame.
Yeah.
Like the bigger ones.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when I'm at like Night We Met, like that's kind of like my home at
Mm-hmm.
this point. So like, you know, they'll let me play super late, and at that point I'm probably getting kind of fucked up, and like
Yeah.
I'm boys with everyone from the bartenders to the security guards. So like, you know, that can be a kind of freaky ecosystem.
Yeah.
When the lights come on and it's like
Oh my
3:30 in the
God,
morning. But I think a really good story of mine was actually kind of to bring it back to Bonnaroo. Bonnaroo this past year. Part of what made it so special was I was just with like the best group of my friends. People who were like there for the right reasons. You know, we were bummed out when it was canceled, but very quickly, I think within like 10 minutes of one of us like seeing the Instagram post, like, you know, get back to your vehicles, inclement weather, like,
Yeah.
like you have to evacuate within the next 24 hours.
Yeah.
So this was Friday morning.
Damn.
So we'd had one day, which was great, but we're in this RV. It's like torrentially downpouring, like it's like actual like monsoon outside.
So scary.
The two girls were like running to go to the bathroom before like everything got shut down. So it's me and like my two guy friends, one of whom also DJs in the RV. And I had brought my board and my like a speaker.
Yeah.
And we were like, okay, we can either cry about it, turn this RV on, and like drive back to Nashville and just like sit on our asses, or we can like kill the 30 rack that's in the corner and mix together and like try to make the most of this night.
Yeah.
And it ended up, like I'm telling you, Jade, it ended up being one of the most magical, impromptu DJ, but also just like friend experiences of my life, to be honest. We DJ'd, I think, for 14 hours straight.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's so fun.
Yeah. Shout out Angelo Gifaro. That's my brother.
Okay.
And he also like, one of the best parts of the night was actually when I was not DJing. I had a little side quest to complete. So we actually took
What was the side quest? Come on.
It involved a girl.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And we had set the board up actually outside at this point because we started mixing at maybe 3 p.m. But then we realized like a bunch of people had the same idea as us.
Yeah.
And like renegade culture is super big at Bonnaroo and like these festivals where like you're not just there to see the big artists, you're there to like host, you know, parties and like after parties in the campgrounds.
Yeah. That's like some of the best.
Oh my God.
Parts,
It's like magical. So we're set up outside of our RV. We, over the course of like maybe like 45 minutes of being outside, have I think 250 people in front of our RV. It was ridiculous. And
that was this night?
Yeah.
Whoa, that's so fun.
Angela and I are going back to back, which means like each of us is like like playing a track and trading off. But I left for like maybe, you know, 20, 30 minutes in the RV, was within earshot of the like outdoor area. Angelo is just ripping, and he doesn't like really know how to DJ. He's like remixing live. He's like dropping dubstep. I'm like, where did you even get this music, bro? So
that's so fun. Oh my gosh.
I like go back outside, and like we had this like huge moment where I'm like proud of him, and like, you know, I'm tapping back into the flow, and we ended up DJing for another like, we DJed until I think 4 or 5 in the morning, and we'd started at like early afternoon the day before. And we met a lot of cool people. Actually, the next day, we were at the Pinnacle for the Justice show, or maybe it was Levity. But we're in line. This guy comes up to us. This is probably the craziest part. This guy comes up to us and he's like, "Are you Jello?" And Angela's like, "What's up, man?" Like,
because he recognized him from the night.
Yeah.
He's like, "You're the biggest DJ."
Dude,
yeah,
he was like, "Bro, you like saved my weekend, man." Like, I was like super, I like drove in from like, you know, Ohio and was like, "No, this is the best weekend of my year." And like, you know, I was so excited to see John Summit and whoever else was on the lineup. This guy told us it's like we decided to stay that night, but a lot of people decided to leave. This guy was in the line to leave in his car. He would get out, left his wife in the car, which is a crazy move. Gotta bring the lady.
Yeah, that's wild.
Left his wife in the car, would come party at RRV for like, in like 7-minute installments, run back, move his car, and he rinsed and repeat like 5 times.
Oh my God. Wait, why was he moving his car? So people could get out?
He was in the line like out of Bonnaroo.
Oh, okay.
It was just moving super slowly because
okay.
like, you know, 50,000 people were trying to leave the campground.
You guys were like, fuck it, we're going to just ride this out and stay.
It was electric.
Yeah.
It was electric.
That sounds so fun.
Yeah. It's like what like music is about for me.
Yeah, for sure. I love that. So where are you performing next? Like what's your next show? Tell the people.
I will probably... I mean, I play like around town every weekend. Yeah. If you want to come see me, I'm often at Zuzu or Sirocco, which is an awesome new spot in East.
Yeah, I haven't been there yet. I've heard good things.
DLS every Friday.
DLS?
DLS.
I haven't been to DLS in ages.
That's what everybody says. Yeah. Probably for the best. Yeah, probably for the best.
How is that on Fridays?
It's okay.
Is it like a tourist trap?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. That's what I figured.
Yeah.
Wow.
But my next like show, I'm in a kind of interesting spot right now because I've kind of stepped back from the lane that I was like kind of riding when I was coming up. And the bookers know that, the promoters know that. I've kind of been explicit that like I don't want to play the kinds of shows I was playing before. Yeah. The issue is
the Broadway stuff, or like the giggy type stuff.
More so because these are like specifically house music promoters.
Oh, okay.
These would be like I was talking to Austin the other day. I was like, I don't want to play like the kind of like festival tech house circuit anymore. Oh, and that would be like a lot of the kind of bigger acts that are coming through town. And I probably will end up playing some of those shows still. But kind of, I guess, looping back to where we started, like I'm in the process of discovering my own sound. And that sound is... I'm trying to almost like protect that. Yeah. Because I've been very like loose with my brands. Yeah. I've played like, you know, I still play on Broadway. Yeah. Like, but I think I'm getting to a point where hopefully things are aligning. With that. I actually don't have like a big show that I can mention coming up. Yeah. But I will be throwing an event. Oh yeah, look at us. Winter Arc. Break, yeah. Next summer it's over for y'all. Yeah. Swear to God. Yeah. But I will be throwing an event with Reed again. The first one was a blast. And that'll be at Rice Vice. Okay. Probably either in December or January. Cool. I will be posting that on my socials at Zay Music with a K. Zay Music. Or at Domdala if you squint. Bro, I get that all the time. I can't lie. I don't even know that you look like him. I don't even know what he looks like, to be honest. He has a mustache and he DJs. Yeah. You know, we've learned around here in this podcast room that everybody who has a mustache looks alike, apparently. That's what everybody tells me. I disagree, but whatever. That's what people think. I would have to disagree as well. I totally disagree. Yeah, come on. Yeah, no, it's ridiculous, right? Just everybody has their own unique vibe. Yeah. Yeah. This is like a 5-year project at this point. Like, put some respect to my name. That's crazy. Okay, well, thank you so much for coming and doing this. Some of our cameras got overheated because we're just on fire. We've been cooking, guys. Yeah. We've been cooking. Really quick, are you going to be singing on any of your songs, do you think? Since you did say you could sing. Have you ever messed around with it? Yes. The kind of music I make is like less like melodic. Yeah. But funny you ask, I did just get asked to be part of a band. Okay. So that might be like a little genre? Side quest. I don't even know. I think like, yeah, I literally met. Experimental. Yeah, I met this person like last weekend and they were like, wait, you sing? We're just bonding about like how bad college acapella is. And she was like, yeah, but like, what we do is cool. We need a male vocalist,
Okay.
yada yada. And I miss singing a lot.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you ever want some backup vocals, I got you.
Okay, yeah.
And I need to get you on a song too.
Yeah,
so.
we should do something for sure.
Yeah.
I just posted, like, I want a top line. I want to get into that world so bad. I think it'd be so cool to have a big song with, like, a DJ like that.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like it's more attainable than people think. A lot of DJs kind of like more underground vocalists
100%.
on their stuff.
I feel like you would be perfect, to be honest.
Yeah, I got to get in that world, so, yeah. All right, well, thank you so much for coming to hang out.
Honestly, like, can't thank you enough.
Yeah,
it's been an amazing experience. So,
Great. I'm glad. Well, everybody go follow Zay Music with a K.
Let's go.
On IG. Keep an eye out for hopefully his new music coming out. Maybe even we'll do a song together one day. You know, you never know what's going to happen.
And come support us at the Nashville Half Marathon in April.
Come see us at the Nashville Half Marathon.
Yes.
And you'll find me in the caverns.
That's right.
Caverns. And I will also going to be checking out The Night We Met. That's a spot that people should go if they want to listen to house. And The Office, you said?
Yeah.
Okay, you heard it here first, you guys. The Nashville house scene is growing. Zay is on the forefront of it. I see very big things for your future. Happy to be your friend and a part of your journey.
Aww.
Yeah. And thank you guys for watching. Love you all so much. Tune in every single Wednesday for a new episode of The Green Room with me, Jade Million. Follow me on all socials and go listen to my music, guys. All right? Check out my discography. Subscribe, leave a comment, and I'll see you guys next Wednesday.